Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a look at a new knife. Now, if you guys have been following the channel, you might have heard me mention before that one of my favorite knife designers is Klecker. I really enjoy the thought process that he puts behind each and every one of his knives and cutting tools. What you see here is one of his trigger knife kits, and basically what this is, it's a kit that is designed so adults and children can put together, and children can learn the different pieces and mechanisms of a folding knife, but also so adults can instill at a younger age knife etiquettes and do's and don'ts in children. I have a couple models that I have pre-built here, but if you guys are interested in finding out a little bit more information about the trigger knife kit, definitely check out a video I previously uploaded where my son and I put one of these together. Now, with the success of the trigger knife kit, Glenn was actually asked to come up with a working model of the trigger knife kit, and that's what I have here. This is the Klecker Slice, which by all intended purposes, it's a grown-up version of the trigger knife kit. So we'll go ahead and move this out of the way, and we'll talk about the knife itself. So as you guys can see, one of the most beautiful parts of the knife is the blue-plated 2CR13 stainless steel handles. Now, I think that definitely complements the knife really well, and it sets it apart from a lot of other knives out in the market. You also have this American flag design on the handle, and it's on both sides. And I think that further adds to the beauty of the knife itself. Another cool feature of the knife is the integrated lockback design. Now this is actually the Klecker lockback, and it's integrated into the handle itself. So the cutouts on the handle actually form the lockback, which is very, very sturdy. The tighter you grip the handle, the more the lockback actually locks the blade open. So that's really nice. On the reverse side, you have a right hand tip up carry deep right pocket clip, and the pocket clip actually holds the blade in your pocket very securely, and it does slide in and out very easily. You do have a lanyard hole on the top right here. It's pretty sizable, so if you do want to throw a lanyard on there, you're able to do so. You also have a nice flow through open back design, so it makes it pretty easy to clean. Now the blade is deployed via this flipper right here, and I really enjoy the way the flipper is designed, where it kind of comes up and then towards the front, because that catches your finger very nicely. Now one thing I do want to note is that at first you do require a little bit of wrist action to open up the blade, but once you break it in, it flies open very nicely. So you guys can see there. Onto the blade itself. The blade is 3.4 inches of 12C27 stainless steel. You have a really nice recurved Tonto blade, so it makes it really awesome for EDC tasks because it slices very nicely and it also pierces very nicely with that very acute point there. Overall length on the knife is 8.12 inches, and then it comes in at 4.4 ounces, which I think is great for an EDC knife. Now, I would probably categorize this as a light to medium use EDC knife, but mainly more as a gentleman's carry knife. The knife has a really thin profile, which definitely allows it to ride really nicely in the pants. For the most part, I think this knife, once you bring it out, it's going to attract a lot of attention just because of the awesome coloring on the handle and then the contrast with the blade itself. But it is a great performer. It slices really nicely. The 12C27 stainless steel is really easy to sharpen. And then you also have a pretty nice edge, and it retains it really nicely. I, for the most part, find myself carrying this knife when, I want to make a little bit more of a statement as far as if I do bring it out to use it. I found that a lot of people have asked to see it, mainly because not a lot of people know about either the knife itself or Glenn Klecker as a designer, so I always like to spread the word. So again, this is the Klecker Slice, which is a grown-up version of the trigger knife kit. So if you guys are interested in either this one or the trigger knife kit itself, I definitely do recommend that you check it out. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.